Tom, how you doing today?
I'm good today, Dane. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Man, let's take a look and see what you brought in today.
I brought in my '83 Fender Stratocaster.
1983.
This is in the Dan Smith era, which started in 1980 and ran to about 1986. They're distinctive by the fact that they only have two control knobs on it, one volume and one tone. And in the place of that, they put the jack into the pick guard, eliminating the necessity to cut the hole here to put the regular jack in there.
Right, right.
So this pick guard, they put an extra screw in here so that it wouldn't pull out the jack plug in there. I'll show you. I have a original pick guard. You can see right where they put the screw at, right there. You see this right there.
Yeah. So this pick guard's been changed out.
Pick guard was changed out. Now look at this vibrato. This is where they cut costs in 1983. Instead of having the vibrato springs on the other side, and cut that pocket out of there like they used to do, and you put the strings into the back. You actually hook the strings in here, and you have this vibrato. This is called a free fly vibrato. Unusual vibrato. They're worth a couple $100 if you can find one.
Okay, so what year again did they use this bridge system?
83, 84.
83 and 84.
And that was it.
And that was the Dan Smith era.
Dan Smith era.
What's the story on Dan?
Dan worked for Yamaha, and they hired him over there to help him with their guitars because they wanted to go with the 4-bolt neck. And up to that point, they had the 3-bolt neck. So Dan went in there and ran all the 3-bolt neck stuff. They finished it all out, and then they changed them to 4-bolt necks. It's not a very well-respected guitar. They're worth about $1,000 like this, you know. And because of the whole change of a Stratocaster. But they play well and they sound great, to me.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, I'd love to play this thing.
Well, I'm going to put some strings on it, and then you can play it. How's that?
Let's string it up.
Something like that.
Okay, so let's see. He's putting new strings on this thing. Looks right in there, really simple.
Yeah, really simple.
And it stays in place, so you don't really need 3 hands to restring your guitar.
See, the bridge is nice and notched in there. Good adjustment on it, back and forth. It's really a pretty good bridge, but it's pretty trash.
What'd they call this bridge again?
Free fly.
Free fly. Tom Petty inspired, maybe, huh?
Yeah, free flying.
How long have you owned this thing?
About 2 years.
That's all, only about 2 years now, huh?
Good friend of mine, who I got several guitars from. When he passed away, he left me his guitars in his estate. This and a Gibson, and a nice old Fender amp too. I'm gonna get this.
There you go. Yeah, get the string winder going.
I never use that thing.
You don't use them string winders?
No. I can't ever get it to do very well. Must be a trick, huh? All right. Let's see.
So other than that, it's just all stock pickups and everything in this thing, huh?
Yeah. As far as I know, it's stock pickups.
And what were you saying about 83 and 84? Now, they moved most of their stuff to Japan that year, didn't they? What's the story on all that?
I learned all the stuff from this Fender book.
Okay,
let's take a look. The History of Fender.
The History of Fender. Cool. And what do they say about, what year did they move their operations to Japan? Okay, so what did the book tell you about that?
It says here that they pretty much had decided that they were going to move to Japan in about 81 because they couldn't compete with the Japanese who were making copies of their guitars for a lot less money. So they went over there and they had the Japanese copy the 50s and 60s Stratocasters and vintage guitars.
What were the name of the 2 guys that went over there?
It was Dan Smith went over there and took John Page with him, their R&D man. They took measurements and photographs and paint samples of vintage guitars, and then they used that to help the the Japanese make copies, which were licensed as Fenders, but they were Fender Japans.
Cool. So this guitar, being 1983, where it says made in USA on it, was this made in USA? Or when did they close that plant and move everything?
About 1980. But they didn't actually move the plant. They just licensed them.
Oh, I see.
81, 82, thereabouts. So you can get Japanese Stratocasters from about the early 80s.
Oh, okay. All right, Tom, let's hear what that thing sounds like.
I really like it.
Awesome. Tom, thanks so much for bringing that thing in today.
Thank you, Dane.
You guys have a great day. Later.